Let's do this right this time.
That'd be preferable.
Welcome to From Center Ice. My name is Courtney.
I'm Jacqueline.
This is technically the second time we've done this.
Well,
we tried to record our first official episode
on camera.
Yeah. What day was it? Saturday? Yeah, because it was after the Hogs opener.
Correct.
Yeah, I messed that one up.
We both were just not very good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It was rough. And
it was very late, though.
It was very late.
Maybe that played a factor.
Probably.
Ugh.
And I didn't hit the record button for the microphone, so we just had the camera audio.
For the first, half hour?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was fun. I think I'm going to look through the footage of that.
See if there's anything you can salvage.
Yeah, maybe post some bonus videos from that. But I didn't want to watch it until we had, a legitimate one recorded, because it just would have bothered me.
I agree. I understand.
So here we are, and it's Tuesday, a few days later, and a lot earlier.
Yes, it is 5 o'clock right now.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
A lot better. And the IceHogs just played their second game of the season.
Yeah, they did.
Before we jump into that, I have a very short COVID corner.
Okay.
Adam Boquist was confirmed to have COVID.
I saw that.
But he is back with the team.
But not yet. He still needs to skate and get back up to speed.
Yes, he needs some practice time before he can play again.
Yeah, because, you get real knocked down when you get COVID.
Yeah.
Don't have as much stamina.
So that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That's why DeBrincat had to sit out for a week, because they lived together.
Lovely.
So I'm assuming he just went somewhere else while Boquist was dealing with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Did you also see that they can only eat one at a time on the plane or the bus or whatever?
What? No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? I don't remember who posted it. But only one person can have their mask off at a time or something like that when they're on the plane or the bus. So the food person can only serve one person at a time.
In the NHL?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel the need to look and see where I found that.
That is, I'm surprised I didn't see that. Was that today that got posted?
I think so, yeah.
I've been a little all over the place today. I woke up late, and then I had therapy, and then I had to go pick up a prescription, and then it was really cold.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and I was ridiculously tired. I don't know what's in the air these past 2 days. I got up at 3 o'clock yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. And so I was half asleep on the couch until the IceHogs game came on. I tried to watch it on the AHL TV app on my TV.
Right.
But it said that this game wasn't available to me because it was an added game. So I was like, oh no, am I not going to be able to watch the game? So I grabbed my computer and turned it on, and it worked fine. So
okay.
I don't know why it didn't work on the TV app, but
I don't know. I watched mine on Roku.
Something about the Google Play app on my TV just wasn't cooperating.
Okay. I think I found it.
You found it?
Yes. Okay, so this might just be the Hawks, but it says it falls on Vice President of Team Services Tony Omen to say, no, wait your turn. COVID protocols dictate that only one person in a seating row can eat at a time. So if Duncan Keith is eating in row 17, nobody else in row 17 can eat until Keith is finished. And yes, the veterans get first dibs. And no, you can't cheat the system because Amin, who's in charge of the Blackhawks travel and day-to-day logistics, has everyone locked into seat assignments based on where they decided to sit on the first flight of the season. Same goes for seats on the bus and in the team's meal room in the hotel. It all makes contact tracing easier if and when it becomes necessary. We try to have the flight attendant do it in a zigzag pattern, Amin said. Everyone's staggered and spaced out. So there's that.
So they have a seating assignment like they're back in high school.
Something like that, yeah.
You pick that one seat at the beginning of the year, and that is your seat.
Glued there.
Yeah.
Just can't move.
It's always frustrating, or I guess it was always frustrating. I'm not in school anymore.
Thank God.
When you would pick that seat, but there wasn't a seating assignment.
Yeah.
And then you come in and somebody's in your seat.
Yeah, that's a no-go. That's
not okay.
No, you got to kick them out at that point.
Yeah. Then you just throw hands.
Just pinch them until they move.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but that's fine. Just pinch them till they
Just
move.
pinch them till they move. It'll work.
I would move if somebody just started pinching
Absolutely.
me and
I'd
said,
be like,
get out of
I
my
need
seat.
to get away from this.
Yeah. This is something I just don't want to deal with. I'll move. Fine.
Right. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't eat on the plane.
I mean,
That just seems like
but
a
this is like
hassle.
after games and everything. You
True.
just burned like 1,000 calories, if not more, and
True.
you're famished.
Yeah. I would just get like one of those the helmets, and you could put
That they
like
have to-
drinks in it, and I would just put some like hardcore smoothies in there and have the straw go
under
my
your mask.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd
You
be
can't stop
perfect.
me.
I'm gonna eat no matter what you say.
See, I can cheat the system, sir.
Sir.
But the IceHogs played
Yeah, they did.
today.
They did in Hoffman Estates.
Hoffman Estates, because that is the new home of the Chicago Wolves for one season.
Yep, that's their practice facility, right?
It is.
It looks. The filming could have been a little better.
What bothers me about it is the net goes all the way around.
All the way around. So you were looking through a net.
You have
the
to
whole
look through the
time.
net the whole time. I noticed that when I watched the Wolves opener the night before they played the Hogs the first time.
Uh-huh.
I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not preferable. I mean,
It's not. I don't know how they couldn't figure out something else, like put up a sheet of glass in front of the camera crew
Right.
and announcers or something, and then raise the net. I don't know.
yeah,
But that's just too much of a hassle, I
it
suppose.
is. Before we get to the bad parts, though,
Okay.
they had like cardboard cutouts of fans, like
They did.
in the arena. And somebody in the season ticket holder page said that they talked to somebody that was a Wolves fan, I guess you would say.
Hmm.
And
Those people.
they said that they paid $50 to have their picture hung up, and then the players all sign it at the end of the season.
Oh, that's nifty.
That's what I'm saying. I would do that.
Me too.
I want that.
Yeah. I saw that promotion pop up before the season started, and I had an idea of sending in a photo of me in my IceHogs jersey. But $50 is kind of a steep price to troll the whole,
Just
to
troll
troll the
them.
Wolves.
Yeah.
So I didn't,
Okay.
but I kind of wish I had.
Imagine.
I wonder if they would have put it up.
I
assume
mean,
if
you paid for it.
you have
Yeah.
to. I would pay for it and send it in, and the next day I'd see merchant refund. Hit my account
Precisely.
with a message that says no. I wish the Hogs would do that, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. I wish they would put like cardboard cutouts of us in our seats, just so they know that the season ticket holders are still there and all in on them.
I
I
agree.
would absolutely pay for that.
So would I.
So I tagged Hammy Hog.
Since Tammy's running the whole show.
Yes. Somebody else tagged Mike Peck, though. So
You know
somebody knows.
You know your organization is doing great when you have a pig running it.
Yeah, you gotta contact the mascot in order to get anything done.
It just makes me laugh every time I see Hammy Hog post something in the season ticket group.
It's pretty great. I mean, we do have some amazing people back behind the
Oh,
scenes.
absolutely.
And
It's
they
just
do
funny.
take care of us wonderfully.
They do.
It's just funny to see
Hammy Hog.
Hammy Hog.
Thanks, Hammy. Oh, gosh. So, the lineup for today. We had the first line of John Quinville, Evan Barrett, and Andre Altibarmakian.
Correct.
Second line, Mate Halupa, Dylan McLaughlin, DJ Busdecker. Third line, Tim Soderlin, Chad Yetman, Chris Wilkie. It was his first AHL game.
Okay.
He made his debut. Fourth line, Riley McKay. It was his first game.
Okay.
Why am I forgetting Mitchell's first name all of a sudden? He's our captain.
Garrett?
Yep, that's the one.
That's my brother.
It is.
I mean, not Garrett Mitchell.
No.
I just have a brother named Garrett.
Yeah. Garrett Mitchell. Sorry, Captain. I forgot your first name. It's the beginning of the season, okay? I'm trying to learn all these new numbers. I can't
Honestly,
remember the
it's-
old guy's
It's
name.
hard, especially not being there in person. It's like, who are you?
It's so much harder, especially trying to look through that net.
Ugh.
And then the third player on the fourth line is Michael Hakkarainen. He really stuck out to me today. I felt like I
Yeah?
saw him all over the ice, especially on the penalty kill.
Okay.
Anywho, on defense, Wyatt Kalnick with Cody Franzen again, Chad Chris with Michael Krudel, Alec Regula with Dmitry Osipov, and in net we had Scott Darling, and Cale Morris was backing him up.
Cale Morris was behind him, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
What did you think of the lineup today?
There were a couple of people that stood out in a good way, and there were a couple of people that stood out in a not so good way.
Yes. So in game number 1, Michael Tepley was in and Gabriel Gagne. So those are the two that came out for today's game.
Okay.
Who did you think stood out in a good way?
In a good way?
We'll go with positive first.
All right. Well, DJ looked good.
He did.
Yeah.
After getting injured.
Yeah, that
we
was...
had 2 injuries in the first.
And
Evan
they
Barrett
both
and
came out.
Bustager.
They
Yeah.
both came back.
Both of them came back.
That hit on
Barrett?
Yeah. He looked severely injured.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't even skate himself off the ice. But then he was back, like, literally 5 minutes later.
Yeah, you said he was back. I was like, huh?
Yeah. I was
He
so
what now?
confused because, like, he got hit up high. So you would think they would have to go through, like, concussion protocol maybe?
You would think so.
But
Yeah, I was
don't
stuck
know what
watching the
happened.
Wolves feed because
Oh, no.
the IceHogs feed just wasn't cooperating with me for
Really?
whatever reason. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I watched it for the first period, or most of the first period, and then
Uh-huh.
it just shut off and it wouldn't start. And then it showed
Interesting.
me an empty sheet of ice.
Oh, lovely.
And I was like, it's either the first intermission or this is wrong. And then I refreshed again and it went back to the game. So I switched over to the home feed.
Yeah, during second intermission, I was just messing around on my phone or whatever because it's intermission, and my mom was like, "Is it still intermission?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I looked at the clock and it was still at like 6 minutes, but it was frozen.
Whoop.
And so I refreshed the feed and they were just dropping the puck. I was like, "Wow,
Whoa.
thanks, Mom."
You got lucky.
I got real lucky.
Yeah, I had to deal with the Wolves announcers for the majority of the game.
I got good old Joey.
You're lucky.
Joey Z. Yes, very lucky. He does a wonderful job.
Yes, AHL TV needs to figure out their issues that they've had so far.
Yeah. There was one point, I don't know if my internet connection got weak or what, but it kept booting me. So I dealt with that for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Ugh.
And it just kept going back to the same spot and then immediately kicking me out.
Oh,
and
no.
Then back to the same spot and then immediately kicking me out. I was like, I'm ready to throw this remote control
So
through
frustrating.
the television. But finally it let me back in.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hopefully it's just like beginning of the season.
technical difficulties.
Yeah. There seem to be less of them on the Wolves feed. I don't know why.
I never even tried.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that was annoying. I had to deal with that. In the second period, when their goaltender kept knocking the net off the moorings, they were just like, oh, this keeps happening down at this side of the ice. They need to fix that. And then in the third period, it happened to Darling while the Wolves were shooting on him. They were like, you can't be missing chances because the net's coming off of the moorings. And an experienced goaltender would knock it off intentionally, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
What?
you were not saying this when it was happening to your guy.
No. Totally
So that was
different.
annoying. They were also, well, one of the guys did not know how to pronounce Alti Barmakian's name. He kept saying Alti... What was he saying? I can't even think of what it was now, but he was mixing up two of the letters or something. I don't know. It's not going to come to me because I can only say it correctly in my head.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
I feel
kept
that.
saying it wrong, and his partner was saying it right, like intentionally, like this is how you say it. But he just was not getting it. I wanted to jump through and strangle him.
Yeah, like they can't pronounce
Kevin Lonkinen's name?
They can't pronounce.
Nope, can't pronounce.
Can't pronounce.
Words are hard,
But yes, Kevin.
and that's at the NHL level. Like,
yeah,
come on.
that's frustrating. Like
And
you
it's-
got to get that right.
Home announcers, away announcers, national TV announcers.
Yeah.
It's Lonkinen, not Lankinen.
Lankinen.
Get it right. It's not difficult. This is your job.
It is their job, and they need to do it right. Hopefully, they'll get it through their skulls
Hopefully.
quickly.
I sure hope so. So yes, DJ Busdecker did stand out in a good way.
he did.
He was good. I thought Hakkarainen was good.
Mhm.
Alti Barmakian was good.
Yes.
Again, he had a few chances where he probably should have shot it or passed it sooner
I agree.
instead of holding on to the puck. But second game of the season.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Is there anybody that stood out in a bad way to you?
Oh, Chad Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Chad Chris.
Oh, Chad.
You cannot be performing like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of his missteps there led to a breakaway goal for Rem Pitlick.
You mean the one where he went to take a shot and just fell down?
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one. He just tripped over his life there.
Yeah. There was nothing going on around him. He just fell
fell.
down.
And then Pitlick got the breakaway, much like he did in game number 1 against the IceHogs. And once again, our goaltender could not stop it.
Yeah.
That is 2 separate goaltenders who could not stop a breakaway, apparently.
Not good, not good.
Nope. Matt Tompkins played in game number 1. Scott Darling was in this one. Both of them allowed 5 goals.
Oof.
This is looking a lot like the beginning of the Blackhawks season,
Don't
apparently.
like it.
Nope. So we have 2 more games where the IceHogs will allow 5 goals if we're going off of this trend.
Please don't.
I know.
What time did the Hawks play tonight?
They play, I want to say 7 or 7:30.
Okay.
Let me look right now. They're back in Dallas for their second game. 7:30.
Great. Green Boys.
Yep.
7:30?
7:30.
Beautiful.
They beat them on Sunday, at least.
Oh.
2-1 in overtime.
Overtime.
They got their
They
first
won?
overtime win.
I was going to say.
Their first away win.
Wow.
And Malcolm Subban's first win of the
Hell
season.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big one. And only giving up 1 goal to Dallas, who has just been scoring at a crazy rate so far this season, was pretty encouraging.
Yeah, for sure. I hope they can capitalize on that momentum.
I sure hope so. And look a little better than their buddies down in Rockford
Yeah.
have so far.
Get it. You know, our seasons have never started out well.
No.
They take a long time to get used to either the coaching style or just playing with those certain players that they've never played with before.
Which is understandable. I
Absolutely.
mean, this team is incredibly young. Most of them are prospects.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
only a couple of returning guys from last season. So I've been saying since the roster was announced, like, we have to be patient with them,
Of
blah,
course.
blah, blah. And somehow, at some point during this game, that all went right out the window because I was very annoyed with this team.
Well, yeah. I mean, the amount of penalties that were called in this game was astronomical
The IceHogs had 9 power plays.
and only scored on one.
1 goal.
One.
On 9 power plays.
Just one.
Yep. Their second goal was not on a power play. It was on a delayed call. They were going to get a power play.
Uh-huh.
But
But
9.
9 power plays.
And they
Do you know how
scored
many penalty kills they had?
one. It was around 6, I
Okay.
want to say.
I know it was more than 4 or 5.
I want to say it was around 6. According to the AHL.com, I believe it was 6, unless this hasn't updated.
Okay.
Yep. Chicago went 1 for 6. Rockford went 1 for 9, which
Lovely.
is significantly worse than 1 for 6.
Significantly. But, okay, so John Quenneville didn't look bad to me today.
He was just kind of there.
Yeah, but he kept taking penalties. He took
He did.
3 of those penalties.
Did he really?
He did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There was a high stick.
You're
there
right.
was
High stick, slashing, and elbowing.
Yep.
Jeez. And the game started off with another Dmitry Osipov penalty.
It did. It did.
That, oh gosh, he's got, I think they were saying 11 penalty minutes on the season so far, because he had the fight in the first game,
Uh-huh.
and then a couple other penalties, and then the one today.
Right. After that hit on Barrett that knocked him down and he couldn't get up, Alti Barmakian
Got in a fight.
got in a fight. He went after that guy. I
He
don't know
did.
who the other guy was.
It was, let's see, Max Lajoie.
That's the one.
Yep.
But he took him down.
He did.
He did.
He did. I was a lot happier with that effort than I was with Osipov's fight in the first game.
Yeah.
That one was a little sad.
A little bit. It wasn't terrible, but
It wasn't great.
It wasn't.
Either.
No, it wasn't great at all.
And it was very short. This one, it looked like Andre at least kind of maybe got the better of him. So
I'd say he won that one.
Let's go with it.
Sure.
I would have to rewatch it to give my official opinion.
Yeah.
But I'll go with he won it.
Okay.
It was nice to see somebody else other than Osipov get in a fight and stick up for their teammate.
Absolutely. You always expect it to just be Osipov.
Especially with Gilbert not being here this year.
I miss him.
I know. It's very sad. I'm
Where'd he
still
go?
mad. Colorado.
Okay.
With Brandon Saad when we got Nikita Zadorov.
So is he on the Eagles or is he...
He played a game with the Avs. I don't know if he's on the taxi squad or with the Eagles right now, but Colorado's currently not playing because of COVID.
COVID.
So, yeah.
Lovely.
But I know he did at least get one game with the Avalanche. I watched him play.
Okay.
And their fans seem to like him.
Good.
So there's
they
that.
better appreciate him. Appreciate him.
No kidding. Every time I like a defenseman, he always gets traded away. I don't know what the deal is there.
Is Yoni ever coming back, or did he?
No, he's playing in Europe somewhere.
Come back.
I know.
I miss Tulola.
I know. I was upset when he signed.
Yeah.
Over in Europe.
I didn't know if that was just so he could play like while we weren't playing
here, same here.
Or
same.
If that was like an actual signing.
It appears to be an actual thing. I know. It's unfortunate. He was the most improved player last season.
Absolutely.
So it's
he the trend of his progress.
Because that first season was rough.
Yeah.
And then last year he was the best defenseman out there. It's frustrating.
That it is.
But it is good to see that we have another guy who will stick up for their teammates. But this game was just so frustrating. And it's not that the IceHogs weren't getting shots. I mean, the final shot total was 27-25.
Okay.
Rockford had 25. So it's not like they weren't getting shots. I feel like they just didn't have that many quality chances compared to the first game.
I agree.
And I don't know where all of these shots came from. I was surprised with the shot total. And once they tied up the game, it was a little over 3 minutes later, roughly 4 minutes, when Chicago took the lead again.
Was it that long? It felt like it was right after.
It did feel like it was right after, but no, it was about 4 minutes.
Okay.
And
I was like, yeah, they finally
tied it. This is great.
This is wonderful. And then it just...
Basically right away. It just took the wind right out of their sails.
See, that's always been an issue, though. We're always hella vulnerable right after we score, and I don't understand why.
Me either.
Like,
I know at least last year that was consistently the case.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it was the season prior as well. It's like every time the IceHogs score,
you're just like, yeah.
You have to hold your breath for like 10 minutes. And then if they don't get scored on, you're like, okay, well maybe they can
all right, we're good.
They can either keep this tied or hold a lead. They never had a lead in this game.
No, they didn't.
They couldn't hold the lead in the first game. They jumped to a 2-0 lead, and then Chicago tied it up before the end of the first. Baby makes another appearance. I didn't close the door so he wouldn't be mad. Oh, he's just going to join us in
just
here. Okay,
popping it open.
My goodness. Yeah, it was. That was just so frustrating. And then exactly 2 minutes later was when Pitlick got his breakaway. Shorthanded.
Shorthanded. Was that the one with
that was when Chris just tripped over his life.
Just fall down, go boom.
Yeah.
Puck go away.
You want to see Scotty have that save. It was nothing spectacular on the breakaway, but he just didn't.
There was a couple of them that he really should have had.
That seems to be the trend during these two games. This very big sample size of games that we've had so far, our goaltenders are not making some stops that they should.
Great. Awesome.
And it's hard to try to tell yourself to not be frustrated because it's only 2 games into this season with a completely new team. But when they finally tie the game and 4 minutes later, it's just out the window.
Yeah, you know that once they lose like that tie,
Yeah.
their momentum is just dead.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep getting scored on.
They just never recovered from that.
Mm-mm.
And then they got all of these power play chances and nothing. They didn't even look good.
No.
After going 3 for 3 in the first half of the first game on the power play.
Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah.
It looked wonderful.
Yeah.
We were like, hell yeah, the power play is actually good this year.
That was
And
short-lived.
then we got 9, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's the one.
And nothing. Just one.
One goal.
Just one.
And the only other goal they scored in this game, I don't even know how they did it.
No, it was very strange.
Yeah. It was Chris Wilkie's first professional goal in his first game, which was also a shorthanded goal, apparently. I didn't realize that.
Me either.
But he was on the goal line, basically, over in the corner. And he shot the puck, and it just warped into the net around the... I don't even know how it went in. I need another angle, but there's not going to be one. But...
It is frustrating only having like that one angle that you can look at everything from.
It is.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Which,
At least the IceHogs have replays. Chicago doesn't have replays.
Yeah.
Which was very weird.
I wanted a replay of that hit on Barrett so bad because I was like, what happened to him? Why can't he get up? What's hurt?
Yeah, all of a sudden I look down and he's just on the ice.
He's just like writhing.
Yeah. The Wolves guys were like, oh, he got hit in the knee or something. I don't know.
No, they on the IceHogs broadcast, they said he got hit up high on like a shoulder or a head hit.
Yeah, I heard knee. So
he got hit from like 2 or 3 different people all at one time. So it was awkward.
Yikes. Well, the major penalty that came from it was kneeing.
That was what it was initially.
Yeah.
Or that's what they ended. Okay.
So
how do you do a knee to the head
you
or
don't.
neck or
I'm
shoulder?
assuming he got hit up high by somebody else.
Possibly, I guess.
But Lajoie was the one that got him with the knee.
Yeah.
That's why
And then
Andre went after
got
him.
beat up.
He sure did. We were supposed to have 2 games against the Cleveland Monsters to open this season.
Correct.
And I want to say Cleveland was last in their division last year. So I was thinking, going into this one,
Oh, dear.
that we don't really know what that team is going to look like compared to what our team looks like with all the new prospects and the taxi squad and all of this nonsense.
Yeah.
But if the team was that bad last year, it's a good opening to the season.
Right.
And then they don't travel. And then we get the fucking Wolves, who are a combination of the Charlotte Checkers and the Milwaukee Admirals.
Yeah, they were talking about that on the broadcast too, about how weird it must be to come down and like kind of play for Carolina.
Yeah.
when you're really
You're Nashville's guys.
Yeah. It's a weird mix.
It is, especially since
And
the Nashville guys, like, they've been in this division. The guys from Carolina obviously weren't.
right.
So the Wolves were one of their rivals last year. Now they're playing for the Wolves.
It's very strange.
It's very odd.
I don't understand how you can sign a contract to play for another team, but you're really not. You're just playing. Like, what? How is that working?
It's just the Nashville Predators signed a 1-year affiliate with the Wolves.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so they can just send whoever they want there.
So Chicago is only playing for Nashville?
No, and
No.
Carolina.
And
It's
Carolina,
a mixture
right.
of two. Yeah.
It's very confusing.
It's just like when they were the affiliate for both the Golden Knights
yeah,
and the St.
Knights
Louis
and
Blues.
St. Louis, yeah. That was very strange. It's like they couldn't figure out their identity.
I don't know why it's always the Wolves that are in this mess. They can't keep an affiliate one. And then they either are looking for a new one or they have 2. There's no in between. They can't just be happy with their affiliate for a few years. They're either looking for a new one or they need 2.
Are we back?
I think so.
All right.
Somehow my battery on my camera got exhausted.
It's exhausted. It just said battery exhausted.
I don't know what that means. So now we have this weird extension cord setup thing and it's plugged in.
We
so
rigged
that
it.
That shouldn't be a problem.
It's not pretty, but it works.
It works. That's all that
I hope.
matters. I don't even remember where we were.
Me either.
Anywho, the game today sucked.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Not encouraging.
I was expecting better after they came out and looked good in game number 1.
Yep.
Of course, they lost that game, but it was
But
5
they
to
still,
4.
yeah.
It was closer.
It was close.
And they were getting a lot more good chances.
I agree.
They didn't get those in this game. And
No.
that's why they lost by
Yeah.
more.
They,
5 to 2 instead of 5 to 4.
right.
I don't know.
Did we ever empty the net? I don't think we did.
I don't think they did.
Because they were always in our zone.
They were about to, and then that's when Chicago got another power play, I want to say, and scored their final goal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just frustrating.
Yes.
And I'm getting really sick of hearing the same few names. It's always Tomasino getting an assist, or he got 2 goals today. Seth Jarvis.
Yeah, you heard his name a lot.
Yeah, and he was Carolina's 2020 first round pick.
Oh, yeah?
So that's fun. He was taken 4 spots before Chicago drafted.
Mm.
So that's great.
Jarvis?
Yep.
Okay.
Not Chicago. Carolina got that pick for him from the trade with Toronto for Patrick Marleau for them to buy out his contract.
Yep.
Yep. Thanks, Toronto.
They're always involved.
Always.
Anything in hockey, you can trace it back to Toronto.
Every time.
How does this relate to the Leafs?
Yes. They make everybody else miserable because they're miserable. So now we have to deal with Seth Jarvis doing things every fucking game.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe they traded away a first-round pick to get Patrick Marleau's contract bought out, and it was the 13th pick in the first round. Like, that's bad.
That's bad.
Thankfully for them, they were able to get a first-round pick, and they picked, I want to say 15th or 16th. It was right before Chicago did.
Right.
But still.
Yep.
That's stupid. And this Wolves team has 4 recent first-round draft picks on it, which is even more stupid.
That just sounds unfair.
Yeah. Tomasino is a Nashville draft pick in the first round from 2019.
Of course.
Because of course.
Because of course.
So, yeah. Frustrating.
You could say that.
Yeah. The next IceHogs game is Saturday. They play the Iowa
Thursday.
Wild. Nope.
Didn't,
Chicago plays Thursday.
I wasn't watching the Chicago feed.
The Blackhawks also play Thursday.
Maybe that's what they were talking about?
Might be. The IceHogs play Saturday.
I thought Joey said they played on Thursday.
Joey's wrong. Unless they added a game again, but no. The Blackhawks play the Blue Jackets.
But no IceHogs?
No IceHogs.
Much confusion.
He must have been confused too if he said that. The
Yeah.
Wolves play Thursday and the Blackhawks play Thursday, but the IceHogs don't.
Alrighty.
Yep, they take on the Iowa Wild, who were supposed to be the team that we saw the most this year until the AHL just added
Imploded,
3 games
yeah.
against the Wolves.
Just toss them in there, because why not?
We were supposed to have 8, and now we have 11.
Because we want to see the Wolves that often, right?
Yeah, we're just destined to see them a stupid amount of times.
Is it just because they're right down the road?
It must be.
Like, they're 45 minutes apart.
Yeah, but I still don't understand why they added 2 games to the schedule.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why did they do that?
There was no need for that.
Why not just schedule those to begin with? You don't have to add 2 games to the schedule.
They're just making it up as they go. You know that.
They are.
Especially this year.
Yes.
Everything is upside down.
It is. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you just add games to the schedule?
I couldn't tell you. It's just a fact of life. They're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Just toss it in there. Why not?
I thought maybe they would
free.
just cancel the Cleveland games, but they rescheduled those for the end of February.
They did.
So I don't understand.
Nope.
We just have 2 or 3 more games than we were supposed to play.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it.
Me too.
I just wish it wasn't the Wolves.
Right, because it's always the Wolves.
Uh-huh. The only reason I'll take it is just because I want to see my Hogs play. I just want to see them play, but
Usually I do too. I don't know about after this game.
It was game 2.
I know.
We got to give them a little time to adjust.
If they could have at least held the tie for longer than 4 minutes.
I agree. I still think it wasn't 4 minutes at all. It looked like it was right after. I trust it. Just me.
Yeah.
As a spectator.
It felt a lot quicker than that.
It felt like maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. But of course, it was in the second period, and that's where everything always goes wrong.
Play the second period.
I don't know
and
why.
Then we're not at home, and they're not playing the Wiggle Wop, and that's what gets them going for the third round.
The third round.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they haven't won yet.
Because they haven't heard the Wiggle Wop?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's got to be it.
It probably is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But whatever. All we can do is hope for a better outcome on Saturday.
I do very much hope for that.
Do you think there will be a new goaltender in net? Or will they go with one of Tommy or Scott?
I'm going to say Tommy's back.
Tommy's back in net?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go with Cale Morris will be in net.
Okay.
We haven't had a win yet.
Nope.
You might as well just keep rotating through them until somebody gets a win.
Fucking 4 of them.
We got 4.
Just rotate them.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been impressed with the first 2. Scotty looked better today than Tompkins did on Saturday. He did make some big saves, but some of those goals you really want him to have.
Yes, for sure.
So I would go with one of the new guys. See what you have in your rookies at least. Might as well.
Might as well.
You can't do any worse, right?
Yeah.
You haven't won yet.
Won't hurt anything.
Yeah. And then we have the Blackhawks.
Yeah, we do.
Who are surprisingly good this year.
I'm very hesitant to even think that.
Me too.
Like, I want to so bad.
I still believe they're going to be a very bad team and not make the playoffs.
Okay.
But they are playing good at the moment.
Well, they are playing well.
No, they're playing good.
Good players.
They're not playing good enough to have proper grammar.
Okay. I'll give it that.
Once the announcers start saying Lonkinen's name right, I'll use proper grammar talking about the Blackhawks.
All right. I agree to that.
Yes.
I'll take it.
How have you felt about their season so far?
About the Hawks?
Yeah.
Kevin really looks good.
He does.
Like, amazing.
I didn't expect this.
Not at all. But there he goes.
Yeah, we knew he would be good if he got his shot in the NHL.
Yeah, he's Kevin. He's got... Well, how are his numbers? I feel like his numbers probably didn't look good, but he plays so well.
Last season?
Yeah.
Yeah, his numbers weren't that great. He started the season really hot, and then him and Colin switched, remember?
Right, yeah.
Colin got good, and Kevin's game just fell off a cliff, and then he had the shoulder injury.
Right.
Yeah.
Did he have surgery, or was it just a rehab?
I can't recall. I want to say maybe he did have surgery, because he was out for a while.
He was out for a long time, yeah. But yeah, he looks great out there.
He looks
his positioning.
Yeah.
Just like he's tracking pucks really well. I don't know.
His positioning is like miles above the other two.
I agree.
He's a lot less chaotic in net than Subban and Delia.
Subban is definitely a little chaotic. Has Delia played?
He played 1 game. He played the second game of the season.
Did they lose?
No, he played 2 games. 1 game. 2. 2 games.
2 games? Did they win either one of them?
No. No, they didn't.
Oh, Colin.
It wasn't all on him.
No, I mean,
but
it's
he's
never all. Well, I won't never
sometimes
say never.
It's all on the goaltender.
Never say never.
Yeah, but he's definitely the most chaotic out of the 3.
Colin?
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he didn't used to play like that.
I don't know. Sometimes when he's on his game, he makes his chaos work for him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like divine intervention and whatnot.
But when he's not, that chaos is...
Yeah.
It takes years off of your life watching him out there.
It's like, Colin,
where are you going? Why
what
are you at
doing?
center ice? What? The puck's
Get
not
out
even
from
over
behind
there.
the net.
I don't understand. But Kevin sure looks like he is intent to not give up the net.
I agree. I agree.
like, this is mine.
He wants that. Yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. He looks great.
Yeah. And Subban finally got his first win of the season. Like I said, he played really well on Sunday.
I agree.
The one goal that went in on him was so fluky. Where he caught it and then it just hit the back of the player and went behind him. It sucked that was the only goal of the game.
Like, there was no way for him to.
Yeah. It would have really sucked if Dallas came back and won in overtime. Thankfully, they didn't.
Thankfully not. Who got the overtime goal?
DeBrincat.
DeBrincat.
It was Kane to DeBrincat.
Of course it was.
I know.
But good.
Yes.
Good.
Cat had the only 2 goals of the game game because he got the first one on the power play.
Right.
Since Jeremy's just intent, he doesn't want to play the second power play unit.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They were awesome against Carolina in that last game. And then against Dallas, they had all these power play chances, and the first unit was out there for the majority of the time.
Right.
And they got the 1 goal, which is good. If they didn't, then that would be a lot more frustrating. But the second unit has looked great.
But he won't use them.
Yeah. Instead, they put Kane and the first unit out there, and he just holds the puck at the half wall and stick handles until it leaves the zone.
It was so predictable. Every power play, it was just like, yep, I know exactly what you're going, where you're going, what you're doing.
Yeah,
you gotta change it up a little bit.
That would be nice. And that unit was effective at the beginning of the season because they actually changed what they were doing.
Right.
And Kane was on the other side of the ice, and they would score off of the rush going into the zone.
Great.
But they went back to old habits.
Mix it up sometimes.
Nope.
And okay.
Not allowed, apparently.
Nope.
It was working too well to start the season, so they had to dial it back.
Yeah, put some distance between the things that are working.
Yeah. Because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating to watch.
It is, just because, like I said, it's so predictable.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Like, I could defend this power play.
Exactly.
Never played hockey a day in my life. I could defend this power play and not let them score.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's coming.
And yet.
They just keep doing it.
They just stick with it.
And they refuse to play the other unit. I don't know if Jeremy thinks that if they're out there more, they'll start doing new things.
They're not,
but
though.
They don't.
They're not doing that.
And Kane had the puck like 3 times on Sunday, tried to pass it to Duncan Keith at the point 3 different times. Every time it went out of the zone.
Their passing was not good in this last game.
It wasn't.
None of them could pass well.
It was so
It was like,
bad.
where are you sending that? There's nobody there.
Yeah.
Please.
They're really going to have to shore that up for this game because you can't bank on Dallas only scoring 1 goal on you.
No, you gotta kick it up a notch, guys.
Yeah. It's beyond frustrating.
Yes, it is.
I just wish they would go to what was working for them instead of straying from it.
Battery exhausted.
What is going on? I don't understand.
It's plugged in.
Yep.
If it's plugged in, it shouldn't be using the battery, right?
Who knows?
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
At least we didn't have a whole lot more to say. I'll just throw up an image or something at the end of this to cover the rest. But Blackhawks play tonight.
Yes, they do.
Against Dallas.
Green Boys.
Yep. Do you think they win or they lose?
Depends on who's in net.
We don't have a lineup yet.
I know. I'm gonna say they lose this one.
They lose this one?
Yeah. Just because they won against them already.
We both did say that they would split the series.
We did.
So that means they would lose this one. I'll stick with it. They're going to lose tonight.
Yeah. I'm not excited to watch all
That's
this.
painful. I don't like predicting a loss.
No, not
That's
at
no
all.
fun.
But they already got their win.
Hopefully, if they do lose, it's a good game.
Yes, please.
That's all we can hope for.
I would like to watch good hockey.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Even if it doesn't go our way, I would like to watch good hockey.
Yes, please.
Not boring, predictable, terrible. No bueno.
We could only hope.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, but we shall see. We shall see. So that game is tonight. They play again on Thursday. my birthday against Columbus.
Uh-huh.
And then the IceHogs play Saturday.
Have you ever had a birthday win?
I think they beat Edmonton once on my birthday.
Because I know usually it
they
doesn't
lose.
go well.
Usually they lose. I think I've had one.
They're like, oh, it's February 11th.
Gotta lose.
Let's throw the game.
Let's just mark that one down on the calendar as a loss. So ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to predict they lose that one too, just because they usually do.
It's your birthday, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that would be 2 losses in a row, and that very much sucks.
Yeah.
So we'll see the next time we record if they, in fact, did lose 2 in a row.
We'll see.
I hope not.
Really, really hope not. That would be unfortunate, to say the least.
It would. It would. But thank you all for tuning in. We hope that both of these teams play better in their next games.
Yeah.
Even though the Hawks did win, they could definitely be better. At least the offense. The defense was pretty good. But
defense was good. Passing was terrible.
Yeah. They need to fix that.
Yeah.
And the IceHogs need to fix everything.
Everything.
So, with that being said, we will catch you all later.
Bye.